5 seconds to go. Start. Now, comma, so far as the levy of penalty is concerned, comma, it is to be noted that the penalty is leviable under section 45 and such a penalty is leviable under subsections 5 and 6 of section 45 of the Act, comma, 1969, and the penalty is leviable on purchase tax assessed. Stop. It provides that if the difference of tax paid and tax leviable oblique assessed is more than 25%, comma, in that case, comma, the dealer shall be deemed to have failed to pay the tax to the extent of the difference between the amount so assessed, comma, reassessed and the amount paid, and, comma, in that case, comma, there shall be levied on such dealer a penalty not exceeding 1 and 1/2 times the difference as per subsection 5. Stop. Therefore, there being difference of more than 25%, comma, penalty to the aforesaid extent shall be leviable. Stop. This is clear case of false and wrong claim of exemption, comma, as the exempted goods were transferred to a third person and used in an ineligible industry. Stop. This is a case of deliberate violation and evil doing. Stop. Para. In the present case, comma, as the difference between total tax paid and the purchase tax is more than 25%, comma, the respondent is deemed to have failed to pay the tax as per subsection 5 of section 45 and, comma, therefore, comma, liable to pay the penalty not exceeding 1 and 1/2 times. Stop. The words used in subsection 6 of section 45 is there shall be levied on such dealer a penalty not exceeding 1 and 1/2 times the difference. Stop. As noted above, comma, in the present case, comma, the modus operandi which was adopted by the respondent SR Steel warrants a penalty. Stop. Though, comma, the raw material was required to be used by itself for the manufacture of their goods, comma, after availing the exemption as eligible unit and instead of using the same for itself oblique himself, comma, the ESL sold the raw materials to an ineligible entity EPL, comma, who used it for manufacture of its own goods generating the electricity, comma, which again came to be sold to ESL under the power purchase agreement. Stop. Para. As observed herein above, comma, as such the EPL, comma, under the incentive scheme, comma, was not eligible at all for exemption from payment of purchase tax, as in fact power generating companies were put in the list of ineligible industries. Stop. Therefore, comma, by such a modus operandi, comma, the benefit, comma, which was not available to the EPL was made available by such transfer of raw materials by the SR Steel Limited to SR Power Limited. Stop. As observed herein above, comma, there is a breach of declaration in form number 26 also. Stop. Therefore, comma, in the facts and circumstances of the case, comma, the levy of penalty is justified and warranted. Stop. The Joint Commissioner, comma, the Tribunal as well as the High Court have committed a grave error in quashing and setting aside the penalty imposed by the assessing officer. Stop.